Alright, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be looking back at a game that I've already played through, but I didn't make a quick play of. So here is Final Fantasy 3, or Final Fantasy 6, whatever you call it. So, let's wait for the thing. Here we go, title screen. So this was Final Fantasy 3 in the North America, but it was actually 6 in the overall series. So this is what we're going to play for today's video. So let us begin.
3, 2, 1.
Final Fantasy 3 or 6 is a game that I did play through. I just mentioned that. And, I enjoyed it quite a bit when I was, back when this was brand new. I was playing it. I think I played it halfway through until I got stuck in the open world part of the game. But I've always immensely enjoyed it when I did play it. And that didn't change when I did the playthrough. The only thing is that other than aimlessly wandering around for a while, I actually had to look at a walkthrough, which is something I used to, this is something that I didn't want to do at first when I was a young kid. I needed to do everything on my own, but you know what? Things change. I change. I don't have time for hours and hours to aimlessly wander. I prefer just to know where to go if I've completely run out of things to do, out of ideas. But anyway, so Final Fantasy 3 was definitely a long time coming to eventually beat. And I've decided to do a quick play video of this game because, well, I'd like to do quick play videos of every game I have available to me, which is like, I'm gonna guess closing into 1,000 games just by ways of collection, video game compilations and digital downloads and everything, and not including the couple hundred iOS games that came free as well. But this game was one of those games that I wished I would have owned back in the day, but I remember these games were going for $130. I was talking to a friend who was around at that time. He said the games were going for $130. Well, first he said they were going for $90, brand new back, was it 1994 or something? And then when they sold out, the price jacked up to $130, and so they did that. I don't know why. If they want this to be... I didn't want to skip that. But I was thinking, if they wanted to sell a lot of these copies, why did they jack up the price so much that only... I don't know. I guess RPGs were still a niche back then as well. Turn-based JRPGs are nowadays. I guess this genre was always for a niche market. It's not everybody wants to sit at a TV and just kind of press A for hours on end. But it's not just pressing A, it's going through your stats and stuff like that. I think people who are like me, who appreciate the turn-based JRPG gameplay, we just eat this stuff up. I mean, I just love it. Any game that is JRPG turn-based, like Dragon Quest XI, I've been playing that quite a bit lately, taking my sweet old time with it, and I think it's gonna take me up to oh man, I can picture myself maybe closing in at maybe 80 hours possibly playing that game, because right now I think I'm at 65 plus hours. I don't know the exact number. I think it's 67 hours. Oh yeah, we got our second round of fights here. But yeah, it's the Esper system in this game, I'm just thinking it kind of reminds me a little bit of the job system in Final Fantasy V. I was playing Final Fantasy V just a little bit, and I was thinking, oh, this is another game I'd like to sink my teeth into. It has that old school feel that, it's basically a lost game that lost Final Fantasy I've never played before. The job system and the Esper system are kind of similar. I guess you could say the same thing for the materia system in Final Fantasy VII as well. You know, like a lot of these systems are kind of different, but at the same time they're similar. But I remember, oh man, nobody liked the junction system in Final Fantasy VIII, and which I didn't mind that as well. Like there was a lot of grinding and a lot of stat shuffling and stuff like that, and you know, I think once you get into a certain battle system and you just kind of, you know, dive head first and get yourself involved in the battle system, you just kind of lose the hours. Just kind of go by like minutes, like if you're enjoying yourself too. But if it's just such a drag, then you know, like you prefer like a more faster a more fast-paced game, like let's say a platformer, or you know, for the modern day gamer, the the what do you call it, the Call of Duties and stuff like that. Like there's nothing wrong with playing the Call of Duty game. I mean, like I do like to go on Modern Warfare once in a while, like the new 2019 Modern Warfare, and I do like going on for a while. But for myself, I think that how should I put it? I don't know. I just kind of lose interest after like a couple hours, and I'm like thinking like, you know, I've been doing the same thing for a while, and I know I do the same thing in Final Fantasy games. It's just that I don't know. I must be wired differently, but I do enjoy JRPGs a little bit more than, you know, Call of Duties. Okay, so okay, what do we? Yeah, that's right. They're gonna talk a little bit more before going into the cave. I could replay this game again. Just like this game is a definite classic. Let's see. Eerie glow surrounds you. You want to know info about save points? No, because I know already. Well, I'm just gonna save right here just for the sake of it. All right. So let's see here. Oh, we'll just keep going. Because I know I've already played through this game, and yeah, the one character I didn't really get a hang of was Ga. I think it's Ga. I still don't know how to pronounce his name, but anyway, yeah, like going on the Veldt and fighting all these monsters for him to get different abilities and stuff. Kind of time consuming, because whenever you fight an enemy, you have to get him to dive into the sand or something, and then you have to go look for him, and it just, I don't know, getting those abilities that may or may not be useful. Well, they're all useful. It's just that looking for the what do you call it, the abilities that do a lot of damage. I just I don't know. It was just something I wasn't willing to put my time into. But yeah, it's like I like how the I noticed in Dragon Quest XI, they kind of do the same thing. It's a similar thing with like this game here. Like halfway through the game, the world is ruined and stuff like that. Spoiler alert for Dragon Quest XI. I guess I should have said that. But yeah, I think. But I really think though that's with quite a bit of RPGs. Probably a handful. The world does kind of end partway through. Okay, at least I didn't mention if somebody died or not. I mean, like, everybody knows that, hint, hint, I meant, spoiler alert, Final Fantasy VII, that Aerith dies, at the hands of Sephiroth. Hold it. Okay, yeah, we gotta do this little, what do you call it, song and dance here. So I gotta attack the snail himself and leave the shell alone. Okay, so let's see. Fire. And let's go with the tech missile for the face. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to disappear. I'm just gonna heal. Who should I heal? Oh, I should heal main character. I should heal Terra. Heal force. Okay, there he goes. And I shall heal Vix here. Vixen. Let's see here. Okay, just gotta wait for him to pop out of his shell again. Hammer him in the face with another nuke. Come on out, wherever you are. Wish you could just like throw a grenade in there and end this battle. Tech missile. Just gonna wait for Terra to reload again. There we go. One more tech missile to the face ought to do it. And then we will heal. Are we done? No, not yet. He's gonna disappear again. Yes, he is. Okay, we're just gonna stand here and wait for him to come out again. This battle is pretty easy, but if you ignore what goes on and you just attack the shell, like what I did the first time around, and get myself killed, yeah, very important to pay attention. You know, something that can be very hard, especially if you're trying to entertain a crowd doing commentary. Like for me, I like to immerse myself in the game, and yeah, like with my long plays, I like to get myself immersed into the game, and hopefully the viewer will join along with me. And here we go. That was no problem. I just like 4 tech missiles to the face. We did it. Okay, so what do we have in here? And then we have ourselves a little cutscene, because I was never too clear on what that was. Is that like a bird type of Vesper? And Terra has a special connection because she knows the magics. Yeah, it does look like a bird of some sort. And Vix and Wedge, who are kind of are somewhat the staple of Final Fantasy characters, well, I guess all the way up until like Final Fantasy X, I guess, because I don't remember Vix and Wedge in Final Fantasy X. Goodbye. Did they die? Did they go to an alternate dimension? Nobody knows. They just disappeared. And that's the last I hear of them. And next scene. End scene. Okay. Where am I? Whoa, and I only just removed the crown. What was the crown drilled into her head? Yeah, so the whole story, I'm pretty sure you know the whole story if you watch my gameplay video, or if you played through the game yourself. You know that she is a mysterious young woman controlled by the Empire, born with the gift of magic because she is not of this world. But yeah, anyway, my name is Terra, and yeah, I have green hair for some reason. But yeah, like back when in the mid 90s, when this was cutting edge technology on the Super Nintendo side, man, I just loved this game. I mean, like, you know, back then, every time a new system came out, a lot of people would be thinking, "Wow, I think this is as best as we can get with with the current. This is as good as the video games will ever look." But you know, it kept on being proved wrong time and time again. And yeah, you know, if they ever did a remake of this game, I can see them putting a lot of fluff into it, like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, she's gonna have to make a run for it. Okay, I think we have a little area here where we have to fight our way through. Vaporite. At least I have a weapon. Sometimes I hate it when they start an RPG and they give you nothing at all, like a blank character with no equipment or weapons. And I can't recall any game that has done that, but I don't know why it came up in my head here. Let's see here. There are some games that start you off with pretty much almost nothing except maybe a weapon and no armor, but you start off in a town and if you try to race off into the world and you get killed right away, it's just yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't know where I was going with that. I just kind of trailed off there. Sometimes that happens when I'm talking and playing at the same time. Let's take a look at our equipment here. Okay, we got basic stuff here. And let us save very quickly. I don't know why I'm saving. I'm not even gonna I'm not starting a game or anything like that. This is just a quick play. I will probably never come back to this save file again. But I'm just doing it out of force of habit. Oh, I remember I was looking at a couple of my videos for this playthrough, and especially the last video, and I was talking about I would like to see a Netflix series of this storyline for Final Fantasy, and I was thinking how awesome it would be. I bring that up because I was going to bring it up again, and like it was an original thought, and I didn't repeat it before. Oh no, we're caught. We're cornered, and whoops. We fall 4 stories down into the cave, and we live. Well, maybe, I don't know if it's 4 stories or not. And she's dead, and that's the end of our game. That's the end of the whole thing here. So we have a flashback here. Well, I'm gonna stop the video here because I could go on and on and on, but this was just a quick play. So this is basically just a revisit of Final Fantasy 3 or 6, however you want to call it. But I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it, and we will catch you next time with a different game. So until then, we'll see ya. Have a good one. Bye bye.